Hi, everyone. My name is Lawrence Akers. I'm from the Recording for Hypnotherapist online training. Now, if you're like the rest of the world, you're probably a bit curious or fascinated or even a bit scared about AI technology, particularly Chat GPT, which seems to be what everyone is talking about right now. And recently, I recorded some content for the training that looks at how Chat GPT can be used to help you as a hypnotherapist to perhaps come up with ideas around training or programs or even online content. So have a quick look at this. I'll be curious to know your thoughts in the comments below. Here we go. And this is the platform that you get with ChatGPT. Now, in order to use ChatGPT, we use these things called prompts. And this is basically the commands that we tell ChatGPT. And the quality of the command will determine how specific, how useful that outcome is going to be. So let's say, for instance, that you're wanting to write a hypnosis script as something to give away, like an introduction to hypnosis. And maybe it's aimed at your niche, which is perhaps anxiety clients. Okay. So this is how I'd approach it with ChatGPT. I'd firstly say, act as a hypnotherapist. You say act as a hypnotherapist, or the other thing I can tend to say is you are a hypnotherapist that has been helping people in letting go of their anxiety and stress. Now, I can also add my demographic here. I can maybe say, you have been working with women aged 20 to 50 who have struggled with their confidence. And then I'll give it a task. Your task is to write a 1,000 word hypnosis script that will help them to let go of their anxiety. Okay, so there's the prompt I'm putting together. If I hit enter, it will now begin to think. And here we go. It starts to write a script straight away. So look, one thing I will say here is that take this as a draft. And you really need to bring yourself into this. We don't want to just take what it says and copy it and record that or use that straight away. You possibly could, but I think it's really important to bring a bit of who we are into this as well. And we might read this and think this doesn't feel right. So you can see it's actually written this really quite comprehensive and usable script. It took seconds, and it really depended upon the quality of the information I put in. Now, what if I read them and I felt that it wasn't right? I can say to it, rewrite this, making it shorter and using more Ericksonian language. And there we go. It starts the process again of being able to take what's there and to be able to rewrite it into something that is shorter and using more Ericksonian language. Now, I don't know about you, but this just blows my mind. Imagine what kind of rabbit hole you can go down here. Now, perhaps what it's come up there was perhaps a little bit too short. So I'd go back and I'd say something like rewrite this, expand it a little bit more, or something along those lines. Now, what I could do also is say to it something like, I want you to come up with 10 subjects or 10 YouTube title lines that would be suitable for this hypnosis script. And there you go. It starts to come up with possible YouTube title lines that you can put on the top there that's going to be able to attract people to it as well. So you can see that it can begin to be really useful across quite a few different areas of your business. Let me show you something else. If I was to start a new chat now and say, you are a hypnotherapist that specializes in helping men deal with addiction issues. You specialize in the areas of smoking, gambling, and drug use. Come up with a 6-session program that will help your clients, including the key themes of each session. And here we go. It now starts to come up with session 1, intake and assessment. And it will go step by step through what each session would be. Now, you probably already have a session in place or something in mind, but if you're thinking of creating an online program, imagine how useful this might be in being able to break it down, or to double check if you're covering all the points, or how you might be able to utilize this to really help flesh out your ideas even more. As I keep saying, use this as a starting point. Take this and go, okay, I like that idea, and to be able to work with it from there. But you can see that it's coming up with some amazing ideas already right here. So there we go. It's come up with a 6-step program straight away. Now, what I could also do is say, write a 1,000-word hypnosis session or hypnosis script based on session 6. Include an induction, deepener, and use Ericksonian language and metaphor. So it's going to look at session 6, which is about maintaining sobriety. And now it's going to write a 1,000-word script based around that particular session topic, which, again, doesn't this just blow your mind? I think you can see why so many people are getting excited and scared about this. Now, of course, many people watching this, you may have been doing hypnosis for years, if not decades. So this may not be what you need it for. Okay, so here we go. It's getting towards the conclusion. And I could hit stop generate at any point to stop it, but I'm actually really curious to see what it comes up with. Now I'm glad it's done this, because sometimes it will stop just like that. And in those instances, I find the command finish the script. Be good if I could type. Will indeed finish the script. I'm not quite sure why it does that, but I have noticed that it does it occasionally. So here's something interesting. I've asked it earlier to create a 6-session program. I can now say to it, come up with 10 potential names, call it brand names, for this 6-session program. So here it goes. Resilience path, clear mind solutions, triumph over addiction, breaking change, sober vision, liberation project, freedom journey. Now, I might like these, but I might think, I think I could do better. I can say, come up with another 10 that have a more masculine feel. And here it goes. It will Iron Will program, Men's Recovery League, Alpha Path Solutions, the Vanguard program, Spartan Recovery Project. Love it. Okay. So, you can come up with ideas there. And then I can say also something like, come up with 3 months worth of social media blog post subjects in fortnight. in a fortnight schedule. And it will now take that command and give me 3 months worth of ideas. So week 1, how to set realistic goals for recovery addiction. Week 2, the benefits of group therapy and addiction treatment. Week 3, understanding triggers and how to overcome them. Week 4, exploring different types of meditation and their benefits. Week 5, so you see, there we go. It's coming up with all these different things. Now, what if I'm experiencing writer's block and I'm not quite sure how to start this? Well, yep, you got it right. Chat GPT can help there too. So if I say, write a 1,000 word blog on month 1, week 3, make it conversational and engage, make it conversational using bullet point action, using bullet point actions. Would that sound right? Using, coming up with action bullet points and a call to action for the program at the end. And there we go. It starts to write this article about triggers and their situations. And again, you can take that and you can rework it. And in fact, I would encourage that, because Google has started saying that what it's going to do is to do AI detection, may penalize or is penalizing websites that just copy and paste content directly into it. So I think it's important to make sure, again, that this is a starting point, that you take what's here and to work with it, to see what you can come up with. But again, in terms of inspiration or structuring something, this is really useful. Thanks for watching this snippet of a training. If you're perhaps interested in joining in on the next Recording for Hypnotherapists 6-week online training cycle, then please feel free to drop me a line on Lawrence, LAWRENCE, at Release Hypnosis, that's RELEASEHYPNOSIS.com.au. Now, the training itself covers everything from recording basics 101 all the way through to advanced plugins, binaural beats, 8D recordings, podcasts, lead magnets, and even how to use AI to help your business. It's an always growing content library. So once you join in on a cycle, you have lifetime access, and I promise to make sure that the content gets updated as the technology changes. So no matter what time you come back to it, you're always going to have the most up-to-date version. Now, the investment is only 500 Australian dollars, which is pretty much a bargain for what you get. And if you're interested, it starts on March 13th. The next cycle, anyway, starts March 13th. So I'd love to see you there. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions. Otherwise, I shall see you around. Take care.